Hello, everybody, and welcome along to episode 4 of the Violet Madness. I am your DM, Mark, and with, as always, are our adventurers who are painstakingly wading their way through the fungal-infested lands of Gastonia. Before we get into the recap, let's introduce everybody around the table. Let's start off today with Dave.
Oh, hey, I am Dave, GM for the Software Saga, Rebirth of the Graven King, and the Starless Twilight here on the Emerald Collective, and I play tonight, or today, depending on what time you're listening, Shadar Vicanis, Grave Domain Cleric of the Raven Queen. Shadar is a half-elf, and you'd place him at around 100 years of age if it weren't for the fact that he was magically aged by an undead creature in an old manor house a long time ago. Shadar is actually only in his 30s and acts like he's in his 20s and exists solely to destroy undead for the glory of the Raven Queen. Shadar has bright white hair, which used to be jet black, but that's what happens when a ghost sort of sticks her tongue in your eyes. And he's typically dressed for battle in black leathers with a black chain shirt and his trusty mace and always his wineskin.
Alrighty, thank you, Dave. Next up then, Stephen.
Well, I'm Stephen, your paladin pal over in the Emerald Collective Discord and Twitch. This evening I'm playing Sir Tyrion Shadowbane, the 27 years young, 6'2", chosen right hand of Torm. He is somewhat mix of Prince Charming and Jaime Lannister. And yeah, he wears his grandfather's tarnished armor on the quest to retrieve his great-grandfather's broken down vengeance armor. Should be a good time.
It's always a good time. Thank you very much. Next up then, we have Matt.
Yes, hello there everyone. I'm Matt and I'm playing Alfric Elnaran, the half-elven wizard and aspiring puzzle solver who is hoping finally to have his long-awaited meeting with Wizard Limis, whose tower we're travelling through. Alfric is a wizard, kind of a scruffy-looking guy, bit absent-minded, but capable of some quite powerful feats when pressed.
Absolutely, and maybe scaling this tower, he might get that kind of pressed urgency for magic. We shall find out. But alas, last but certainly not least, we have Ryan.
Hi guys, I'm Ryan, aka Deranged Rhino, as most of you know by now. And when I'm not over here on the Emerald Collective within the Violet Madness, the Starless Twilight, Software Saga, and Rebirth of the Graven King, that's right, I'm bloody everywhere. I'm over on Flying Orc on Twitch, also playing as a different character, a Madriana Bloodfist, who is an awesome character. Come and see me there as well. And then when I'm not there, I'm also on my own Twitch. That's right. I'm an absolute maniac. But about this game, and that's Bodhi, if you can hear him. I am playing Damon Phileas Venus. He is a live, very fabulous tiefling artificer, ever accompanied by Rocket. Although Rocket does seem to have taken a little bit of a shine to Alfric. And yeah, doing some crazy stuff right now.
Yes, indeed. And you may have noticed I said last but not least, we of course are without Ali today, but she will return very, very soon. Very good. Let's do a brief recap then. Alfric was asked to retrieve Galfond from the top of his tower, sealed away, a kind of shut-in hermit chosen to reside in his tower for several weeks on end. In fact, the very person Alfric has come to Gastonia to meet, but of course this magical disease has swept the nation that kind of put off that meeting. But alas, here he is at the foot of his tower, perusing through the various puzzles that are keeping them from their destination. Galfond taking a little extreme precautions to keep the unwanted visitors at bay. The party found themselves in the lobby and are still in the kind of lobby areas, working their way up, interacting with the portraits in order to find a key to the ground floor of the tower. So, with magical portraits, key transformations, and even a little homunculi thrown into the mix, or homunculus, should I say, thrown into the mix, this is this little tower quest is shaping up to be quite the bit of mental gymnastics. But alas, let's bring the curtain up then. You guys are just after unlocking the door. to the ground floor of Galfond Ilamessa's tower, and therein the puzzles so far that you've dealt with. Would anyone... Oh, I just realized that I have locked the door on the little map here, so I'm going to go ahead and open that for you now.
After all that work last session, I should jolly well hope that it's open.
There you go. And the large metal door just creaks open, revealing a kind of well-lit kind of hallway, adorned with kind of tapestries and statues and very tall bookshelves. The ceiling on each floor is more than 20 feet high. And the bookcases stack from floor to ceiling, ladders on wheels kind of scattered here, there, and everywhere, so that one may peruse at great length what tomes this hallway has. And on either side of this hall, left and right, you see two doors. And straight up ahead, at the very, very far end of the corridor, you see another tall statue of a wizard. And on either side, a staircase leading upwards. Sir Tyrion, as you poke your head in the door and survey the scene, it seems it is all quiet. The candlelight flickers, dancing above the actual candles, clearly magically lit.
Shadar will sort of nudge Elfric and go, "Well, my friend, do you think you've seen our fill of puzzles for the day, or do you feel like there's much more of this? I abhor puzzles.
I rather enjoyed that last one, but if the wizard Illumis's reputation is anything to go by, I think our puzzling trials have only just begun. I'm sure there's more to this room than meets the eye as well.
Shit.
On the bright side, we've already gotten further than any of the other people.
Well, that's because it's us.
Yeah, well, quite right.
I'm just thankful nobody has gotten stupefied, Mina says as she walks into the corridor.
Still plenty of time for it, I suppose.
Indeed.
Is there any of this, Mark, that matches his home that I would have been in? Like, as in...
It's a lot tidier. So Galfond's home would be very unkempt, books, notes scattered everywhere. It's not in his nature to be the cleanliest of people. Maybe he has a little bit of help or something that is, or someone or something that is kind of tidying things up in his place. But he's not known for his tidiness. But this hallway and even the lobby so far, pristine, just very well kept. The polished kind of turquoise marble floors, you can even, as you look down, you can see your own reflection back in it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Interesting.
Tyrion gives the ornate rug we come into the room in a little kick. Is there anything underneath it? Be ashamed to cover up such a exquisite marble floor.
I thought he was just going to wipe his boots on there or something.
Nothing beneath the rug. And not even a speck of dust underneath it, would you believe?
Sir Tyrion is looking out for an enchanted broom.
I'm interested in the statues. Is there anything notable about the? I know you said the far one is a wizard.
So for everyone listening, there are 3 statues, 2 at the kind of front of the corridor and 1 at the very back next to the staircase. And the 2 that are beside each other at the bottom or the lower part of the hallway are identical to one another. They're both statues of what you make out to be Galfond. And he is...
One of himself.
He is full of himself, big time. But I suppose they're symmetrical. They're... He's kind of just, each statue is kind of staring at one another. One pointed to the sky, and one of his legs kind of leaning on a big stack of books.
Is there any magical resonances from anything in here, like the carpet, books, the statues?
I'd ask you for an Arcana check, my friend.
All the 90s kids are having generational trauma from the never-ending story and the 2 statues.
Oof, that's an 11.
May I throw out an Arcana as well?
Yeah, you got a +9. Go ahead, Alfred. Yeah, you can roll.
I had a good teacher. Oh my goodness.
Dice gods have
Snap.
spoken. Both
That's
roll an
that's a
11.
2 as well.
This one goes up to 11.
It's hard to call. Like, it's magical in the sense that the dancing lights above each candle are casting a magical glow upon the area, and because there's so many kind of these kind of candelabras kind of mounted on the wall, it's almost like trying to get a specific scent in a room full of lavender. Trying to find out like a sense for something else. It's the same magically then, that there's so much mundane magic kind of fueling these halls. It's kind of hard to get a read on much else.
Sure.
The door Tyrion has walked up towards, is there any...
The door on the left for those listening, yes?
The door on the left, is there any significant markings, or is it just like a standard wooden door, or... Doesn't say WC.
No markings. It is a kind of mahogany door with a kind of gold-plated handle on it. And the opposite door on the right is the exact same mahogany with a gold-plated handle.
Oh,
I
I
remember
suppose.
why my token has a red dot on it.
I'm not sure.
It was something to do with you were carrying a piece from one of the pictures, I believe, wasn't it?
Something like that, I think, yeah.
It was something to do with the challenge in the last room.
Not relevant now, then.
No.
Sorry.
I suppose we've entered Galfond's tower to look for him. There's nothing that says that he has to be the top of the tower, so Tyrion will knock on the door.
That is very sound logic, my dude. You knock on the door. No response.
Well, he's used to his manners and knocked. He attempts to open the door.
You may open said door. It is unlocked. As you press weight of your hand down on
What?
the handle, it gives.
No way.
I know, an unlocked door, right? As you creak open the door and peer inside, you see a couple of shelves that are completely empty. You see a chair and a bureau, both of which have nothing on them.
Appears to be some sort of office. Perhaps a writing room.
You would think it is an office, but usually offices have files, documents, even an inkwell and quill. This looks bare.
Is it illusionary?
Yeah, how do you mean?
Like, is it an illusion? Is there something missing? Is there something hidden? Is the whole room an illusion?
It looks real, unless there's something you would like to do to try and debunk that.
I mean, Sir Tyrion just walked in, so we'll see if there's a pit trap.
If Sir Tyrion kind of brushes past the chair, you can see him physically touch the chair.
Right. Okay. That's good.
Lord is solid.
And that's the important thing. Shadar, I see you walked up the hall a little bit. Sorry, I'll come back to you there in a second, Sir Tyrion. As you walk up the hall, Shadar, the statue at the very front, at the very top of the corridor, is again one of Galfond, though he is in this kind of pose where he has a very stern expression on his face, and he's a finger kind of. Obviously, the statue is stationary, but the finger is almost like a finger that a teacher would wag at a naughty pupil,
Or Darth Vader.
A stern finger.
A stern finger, and at the very base of the statue, Shadar, you notice a little placard.
Indeed. Shadar's kind of walking up here and he's muttering to himself, it seems this man has picked the correct name for himself. Galfond is rather fond of himself for all his statues and whatnot.
Either that or he's fond of gals.
Well,
That's why we all get into wizardry. the chicks love it.
Chicks dig books.
Listen, nerd is the new jock.
Exactly.
I guess you know what? He's going to stay at the door, actually.
Sure.
And
I
I
just
guess-
point to note that you just noticed that little placard.
I guess what he's going to do is he's going to...
Name strike the statue.
he's not good at this, but he will try and investigate the door for traps.
Go ahead and make that investigation check.
He has a
dude.
+1. I forgot to give myself guidance. That will be an 8.
It is the safest door you've ever seen.
Secure in his knowledge that he is excellent at everything he does, he'll open the door.
And as you open the door, no traps trigger. You're correct in your judgment.
See?
It was safe, the safest door you've ever seen.
The Raven Queen will always tell me when the traps are on.
Absolutely. And as you push open this door, in fact you don't. It's a pull door. You peer inside and you can see 2 bookshelves, again floor to ceiling, full of tomes, and not a single free slot on those shelves. And in the kind of northeastern corner of the room, you see a table on which 4 different colored potions or bottles or some tincture of some sorts rest on a round wooden table. 1 green, 1 orange, 1 blue, and 1 pink. And in the very center in the room, on the ground, you see this this yellow spell circle. The runes on which seem to glow slightly with a bit of residual light.
Nope.
Anything interesting in there, Shadar?
Yes, I think it should be right up your street, my friend. I'm more into, you see, my friend, puzzles. Never been things that interest me. Puzzles have always only got one answer. I'm more interested in the philosophical, as you say, and
That's just very understandable.
that kind of thing. As many.
I must say, a
answers.
lot of your philosophical issues do seem to have one answer.
Well, it's one. I would argue it's one theme.
It's
But there are many answers to the questions of life and death. But that is a conversation best left for wine and a roaring fire and 3 a.m.
yes, we do have a job to do here after all.
Indeed.
I'll
Have fun in there.
I don't see why people put so much time and effort into these kinds of places, Mina says as she kind of walks up to the top of the hall next to the statue at the top.
Well, he's achieved a lot in his life, you know. He deserves a little self-congratulation.
Well, you know, when you've been a high-ranking wizard for such a long period of time, maybe a little bit of this kind of thing, it kind of goes without saying. But, alas, back in the accused illusory room, Sir Tyrion, anything in particular you're looking at?
Emily used to walk up to the bureau. Does it have any drawers?
It does.
Oh,
It has 3 drawers on the left-hand side.
let's pop them open to see if there's anything helpful in them.
And you open each and every one completely empty.
Anything stand out if you was to gaze at the bookshelf? You wouldn't have the knowledge of books as well as Alfric may, but no titles jump out.
There are no books at all. It's an empty
Oh.
empty shelves. Everything in this room. It's just furnishings.
The shelves in the main bit were well stocked, were they not?
Yeah. The shelves in the main hall and in the room that Shadar opened with the glyph on the floor. Books everywhere, not a free space at all. But this room that Sir Tyrion went into, there's nothing in the bureau, nothing on the bureau, and nothing on the bookshelves at all.
Interesting.
As he walks out, he'll say, "This is either an unused study quarters or everything's in a different plane."
As you walk out, Sir Tyrion, you notice that Damon has pushed through the door on the right. And Damon, as you enter, again, another small room. Although this is furnished, you see a wooden table with kind of fancy red tablecloth on it, and resting on that table is a leather-bound book. There is nothing else in the room, though.
Okay, I'm gonna first of all make sure that there's nothing here that's gonna hurt me, and then I'll check out the book.
So, what do you mean by you're checking the room to see if there's nothing going to hurt you?
Like no traps, no things to cause any harm or damage.
Okay. Make an investigation check, please. DC is going to be 14.
Okay, let's go. That would be a 16.
Nice. You notice that the little candelabra to your left, that has some dancing kind of lights on it. You notice that there's this kind of white spherical object floating within the three kind of dancing lights on top of this kind of candelabra.
Does it look like I could reach out and grab it?
You could.
Yeah, I'll grab it carefully.
So this fits perfectly into the palm of your hand, and as you reach out and grab it, it feels like glass. It's very smooth kind of texture. As you kind of reach out and take it and bring it for closer inspection, it does look exactly like a glass ball, but what it's filled with inside is kind of like this milky kind of gas. Kind of almost kind of like what you'd find in like a lava lamp, but I know that's liquid, but it's kind of like a very thick kind of cloudy gas within.
Okay. Does it stay alight?
It glows faintly, yeah. It doesn't lose any of its kind of, what do you call it, kind of light or any
vibrancy,
like
yeah.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I'm going to use this to kind of run over the desk and over the area to see if it like a magic torch type situation where it lights up things that maybe you can't see. And maybe if I open up the book, if it's like blank pages especially, I'll be using it over that to see if it's like a magic torch type thing.
Okay. Yeah, you cast this glass ball over everything, and it doesn't look like it has any effect on anything.
Okay, I'll hold on to it for a minute anyway. What's in the book?
On the book cover, it says, it's not even, it's kind of etched. I know etching's for metal, but it's kind of like carved into the leather, the writing.
Like embossed?
Yeah, kind of. It says, The Book of You, Y-O-U.
Okay, I'm going to open it.
Okay, you open the cover, and in very kind of fancy calligraphy on the first page, it says, Look to your left.
That's fucking scary. Okay, I look to my left.
Flash! The room just illuminates. The glass ball you are holding erupts into this huge ball of light that blinds you temporarily, and then the room subsides back to its original kind of brightness. You're not quite sure what just happened, but the glass ball seems to have returned to its original state. Sir Tyrion, outside, you just see this blinding flash come through the creak in the door. But you turn the page, Damon, back in the room, and the rest of the book is blank.
You okay there, Damon?
Blinded by his brilliance, I think is the best way I can put it.
Whose?
I opened this book and it told me to look left, of which I did, and then I got blinded by this ball. Do you care to take a look?
I can't say I regularly follow the instructions of books, but seeing as we are in a magical sort of place, if Tyrion looks in the book, is written in it.
You open the book, and it says, Look to your left.
I'm going to put my hands over my eyes and close them.
Yeah, Tyrion has heard that Damon followed the instruction and was blinded, so he's going to look to the right and see if anything
it's too
happens.
late. Flash! As you look to the right, kind of just as you're doing it, the room illuminates once more. A blinding radiance. But you obviously looked the other direction. But it was just as you were kind of moving the head towards the right that was happening.
Interesting. Why would someone organize this?
Honestly, he's a little bit of a prankster, or at least he tries to be. Sometimes goes a little bit far. I was a chicken for a week. But anyway.
Don't like this place.
If Tyrion's to look to the left now, there's hardly two Polaroids.
Yeah.
On the back of his head and Damon stuck on the wall, is there?
Not that you see.
Hmm.
I think we'll leave this here. I honestly think this part is designed just to mess with people.
Can we just walk up the stairs? There's nothing stopping us.
If you'd like. There's nothing barring your
yeah.
path.
Look, let's
See
head
what's
the
up there.
stairs.
Shadar, as you get halfway up the stairs, you put your foot down on what you believe to be a step, but it's actually an illusion. You fall.
I fucking knew
And
that would
Are
be.
you?
What level of the hell does he appear on?
I've moved you on the map.
Oh, excellent.
Oh,
Oh, I thought they were bar taps. They're not.
They're not. As you fall about 50 foot, you are magically feather-falled just as you reach the bottom. And you land gracefully on this kind of rough, gravelly texture. You're in a circular room, and before you, a table with 5 switches. I know for everyone looking at the map, they all look like they're in the up position, but they're actually in the middle position, that they can either be flipped up or down. But for everyone else, it just looks like Shadar just vanished. He fell through the illusory steps.
oh dear.
Where'd
But
Shadar go?
Hello, can anybody hear me?
And they can indeed hear you from below.
The last I saw of him, he was going up those stairs. Then he vanished.
I saw everything. He just fell down through the steps, Mina said.
I'm down here.
Which side did he go?
We can't see you, Shadar.
I'm gonna head up, but I'm gonna purposely put my foot on each step to make sure it's actually there.
And on the 4th step, Damon, your foot kind of the illusion of a step kind of wafts as your foot falls through it, but you don't fall down.
Can I see him, or is it like I
No.
can't see? Okay,
You can't see through it.
so I'm gonna lay on the stairs and just like kind of put my head through it, like you do, like when you put your head underwater.
Okay. You look down. You have dark vision. You're a tiefling.
Yeah.
You can see down, but you see. You don't see Shadar. You see a rectangular room. Again, about 50 foot deep. But again, you don't know that Shadar's in a circular room, but you see a rectangular room with nobody in it.
Could you please drop a rope?
Was it the stairs he went up?
He went up the other one.
I think I might have found a different room. Somebody throw him a rope and lower, like get him back up if you can.
Yes, can I try the same
Yeah.
trick as Damon
You
pulled, but
poke
with
your
this
you poke
set
your
of
head
stairs?
through, and you can see Shadar kind of looking up at you about 50 foot down.
Oh, there you are.
There I am. Help.
So Tyrion, you're a strapping young man. You think you might be able to do the honors?
Of course, I can attempt to.
Does anybody need any of these switches pulled while I'm down here?
What?
Switches, you say?
There's a wooden board. Well,
Maybe we should leave him there for a while.
what?
Until we figure nothing.
Do the switches say anything? Is there writing?
Realize I have a passive perception of 24. The what was not a real what.
Which, what, when?
Yes. I must, I'm ashamed to say I thought they were bar taps. As soon as I fell down here, but unfortunately they're not.
They are brass switches with no markings on them whatsoever.
Pull one.
I'm here to try.
Well, my friend, given our previous experience here, I would hasten to add that it probably could hurt to try.
Well, figure of speech.
I mean, Elfric, you seem a man that's sort of based and sort of stationed in logic and reason. What would your logic and reason be for?
Trial and error.
Base readings, as it were.
Yes. I can use Mage Hand to pull one if you'd like. If you think something unpleasant might happen to you if you're the one to touch them.
Yes. I think that is a rather good idea.
In that case, we may as well help you up first of all.
Tyrion has lowered the rope.
And the rope gets about 5 foot down
Oh, dear.
before it's like this kind of mage hand with a pair of scissors just snip, and you hear a voice, and the scissors in the mage hand just disappear, and you hear this kind of voice. There shall be no cheating in the halls of Galfond Illimes.
How rude.
Looks like you might be down there for a little while longer.
Why is this considered cheating? Seems to me to be a rather sensible way to overcome a problem.
Quiet you. And then the voice fades away again.
We all heard this, right?
Yeah, everybody heard that.
Okay, so with that, I stand up and I say, yeah, let's have some fun, shall we? And I jump in the hole.
And down you go, and you are feather fall all the way down to the bottom of this rectangular room.
Okay.
But there is nothing down here. It is just nothingness. Well, not nothingness. You land on kind of the same kind of gravelly texture, but there's nothing of note in this room.
But I think whilst I'm at it, whilst we're getting our bearings here, I'm gonna try and crack open this door here if I'm able to.
Okie dokie. You open the door, and therein lies another kind of study, although this one is populated with stuff. There's, again, more books, more tomes. There's a little kind of globe on the south end wall, and a bureau with a less than fancy chair than the room Tyrion was in, but nonetheless. But this actually does seem to be somewhat way kind of lived in.
Okay. I'm just going to move down here quickly so I can see, just to populate my map a bit.
Sure.
There we go. Okay. I suppose we ought to see what happens when one of these switches is pulled, don't you think?
Are there no books or clues that you might spend a bit of time trying to find that would indicate which order the switches should be pulled?
Okay, as you wish.
What about this glowing circle and potions?
Yes, there's definitely something going on there, isn't there? If I poke my head in here, is there anything? Can I cast my eye over the books on these bookcases? See if there's anything that looks applicable
Sure.
to this room.
Go ahead and make an intelligence check. And this will take about 10 minutes as you're kind of perusing the books.
Just hold tight down there, Shadar.
Damon just loving life down the other hole.
22.
He's been in
For a
worse
twin-
holes.
Looking around, you see mostly books on kind of transmutation, enchantment, and illusion magics. Nothing that kind of pertains to your current situation. At least nothing that kind of gives off that vibe, anyway. The spell circle in the room appears to be one of conjuration magic. And the potions on the table are definitely magical.
Okay.
Meanwhile, then, Sir Tyrion, as you and Mina are kind of waiting in the kind of lobby area, can I ask you to make a perception check, please? 13 will do it. Very good. You, after all the kind of I suppose, well, you didn't seem too panicked about it, but after the panic of losing Shadar down the hole subsides somewhat, you now, looking around this room, you notice this placard at the bottom of the statue of Galfond, kind of giving that wagging finger.
We'll approach the placard and see what it says.
Very well, and I will ask you then to read out this handout to our listeners.
Oh, of course. Forgot about the placard.
It starts with warning. The challenges hereafter shall elevate. Proceeding upwards beyond this point puts you in mortal peril. Do not lower your guard. Body and mind, sharpen your wits. Do not leave anything up to chance. When you descend into chaos, remember this warning.
Wow.
There you go.
Still rather cryptic.
Indeed. If only Shadar read that before he went up this.
I know, that's great, isn't it?
He
I would like to point out
didn't
that
he?
I would like to point out that I said, you see this placard?
That's fair.
Yeah, no shortage of hints there.
Can I use my thaumaturgy mark to? I basically want to do the where you can shake the ground. I want to see if I can free up the gravel here. See if there might be anything hidden under the surface level.
Nothing in particular, as you kind of rattle the ground and you can see the dust and dirt kind of dancing up and down as you shake the ground, but there doesn't seem to be anything. Like it's gravelly at the top, but you're presuming that it's kind of bare rock, not too far beneath it.
Okay, is there any markings, writings, runes, anything in this at all?
Make a perception or investigation check. Actually, investigation I think would be the appropriate one here.
Okay. That'd be a 17.
For a 17 on either side, on all four walls, actually, in fact, small circular holes can be identified throughout.
How high?
About 25 feet high.
Okay, so something's going to come out of there and jab me if I try to climb up the wall. Good to know.
Or snakes.
What was it? What did it say on that plaque about getting spiked or pricked? What was it? Where's the thing?
The placard.
Sharpen your wits. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, Damon hasn't read that placard, but.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Only Tyrion has read it so far. I just asked him to read it out for everyone listening.
Galfond's... Sorry.
No,
You're
go on.
still
I
moving.
was thinking to myself.
Galfond's finger, what's it pointing at?
As you look up at it, it seems to be pointed at you, Tyrion, as you're kind of right at the base of the statue. And he's looking down at you with a judging finger.
Follows you around the room.
Yeah. Now, if you do decide to move, he does not follow you, but yeah.
This rug in front of the statue, which is completely different to the previous rug, there's hardly a secret downward tunnel in that, is there?
And as you turn over the carpet, Tyrion, you slowly at first turn it over, and then you just yank it, and there is nothing underneath.
Makes several that placard makes several words fail. It talks about going up and down lots. So he's thinking maybe upwards is peril. Maybe you have to go down to go up. Alfric, there's a warning here.
Oh. Well, we should read it and heed it.
I read it and hidden it.
Ah. Oh, I see.
It says don't go up the stairs, unfortunately.
Shadar never was much of a reader.
Somebody say something about the stairs.
I'm becoming more and more convinced you have to pull one of those switches, Shadar.
Yes, well, you're a man upstairs, a man of logic. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
I can't imagine a random choice would be in his style, as it were.
Well, do any of them give you a good feeling?
As Alfric
of.
and Shadar are having this conversation, there's like a hamster going fucking 100 miles an hour in Tyrion's head, and he goes, Shadar, how many levers did you say there was?
There's five. Five levers, each in the middle position. Each one can go one up and one down.
There are 5 points of reference in this warning. On each line, bar the middle, it speaks of elevating and descending.
It's a good thought.
The challenges hereafter shall elevate. So perhaps switch 1 should be up. Proceed upwards toward this point, puts you in mortal peril. Up. Do not lower your guard, body and mind, down. Sharpen your wits, do not leave anything to chance. Keep centered. And then the final should be when you descend into chaos. Remember this warning, the lever should be down. Descendant.
Given that, I would question your logic on the first line, my friend. The challenges hereafter shall elevate, so surely that should be in the down position.
Elevate means up.
Yes, but the challenges hereafter shall elevate. So, how can they elevate if it's already in the up position?
Is that one already up?
No, they're all in the center position.
They're all in the middle position, my friend.
I think Tyrion's made a a very deft observation there. I think we ought to listen to him and try it.
Maybe they are all supposed to go down. I am not the most
I think you're onto something. I think up I think up down up down.
A, B, A, B, left, right. Yes, excellent.
the fort should stay centered. Do not
Right.
leave anything up to chance. By my estimation, for anyone listening, as you cannot see the current Zoom call, the DM is gleaming. So it's either right or completely wrong.
So something will happen.
Well, at the very least, Elfric, I'm satisfied that we've gone from pull a random lever to having some sort of
Exactly.
logic and reason to it now.
It's a process.
Just pull the lever, Kronk. Hurry up.
All right. Against my better judgment, I shall push the first lever up to the up position.
Chunk. Nothing happens.
I shall go to the
All,
second
all,
lever.
all looking good up here.
Nothing is good in sequence puzzles.
Proceeding upwards beyond this point to put you in more. Ah, for fuck's sake! So you can't proceed upwards beyond this point. So it should be in the down position.
No,
No, it should be in the middle position then.
it's
No,
also
it's-
cryptic because when you went up the stairs, you fell. So that's why I think it's up, down, center.
I agree.
down,
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go up, down, up, down, center,
down.
down.
Yeah.
Okay, up, down, center, down. Sip, stop, skibbity, bap.
Up, down, center, down.
Is that right?
And you hear 4 chunks, bar the 4th one, which you didn't move at all. And once you have moved the 5th lever, this kind of white orb kind of emerges from the 2 of the stones in the wall parts. And this orb emerges, and this ethereal voice rings out within the circular room you're in, Shadar. Once you are satisfied with your choices, you may press the button presently.
Oh dear.
What if they're not my choices?
Quiet, you.
I don't like this guy.
I like Galfond.
So where am I going? The bottom of the room?
Yep.
And there's a button there now.
Yep.
Just think, Shadar, the worst thing that can happen is you die.
No, my friend, that is the best thing that can happen.
Exactly.
Press the button.
And the button glows red. In fact, there is a worse thing that can happen that is Shadar dying is actually Damon, because in the other room when
Oh,
that
dear.
orb turns red, those little holes you've seen in the wall, something blue is beginning to emerge from them. These metal rods begin to slowly come out, and all of them illuminating with this blue kind of ball of energy. They're all the size of maybe a ping pong ball, but they get about 5 foot out, and they stop. They seem to crackle with this arcane energy.
Did it work? Shall I press it again repeatedly?
You are trapped in there, Damon, with these things, and you've only about maybe 15 foot of kind of free space left.
So that didn't get me out.
Nope. It just flashed red, and that voice says, "Your choices were made incorrectly."
You have chosen poorly.
Yeah, I didn't want to directly steal it, but you know, you get the vibe.
It's more like a sort of a deceptive right-wing homage to it.
Yeah.
To quote Spinal Tap. But yeah, I would have used it. Right, the challenges hereafter shall elevate. I shall put this one into the down position.
So, sorry, what was the configuration for that one that was a failure?
Configuration, as I understand it, was up, down, center, down.
Okay, so I'm going to go down. The challenges hereafter shall elevate. Proceeding upwards beyond this point will put you in mortal peril. Down. Do not lower your guard, body and mind. Up. Sharpen your wits. Do not leave anything to chance. That was middle, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no chains. Yeah.
When you descend into chaos, remember this warning.
I'm not so sure on the center one because it does say do not leave anything up.
Okay, so let's put that into the down position.
It can be interpreted in different ways. That's
Yeah.
very evil. But there you go.
And I figure when you descend into chaos, remember this warning. So is that
Did all 5 levers reset into the center position, or did they stay where they were?
Let's say they reset. Actually, yeah.
The right ones might have locked in place.
Come on, Galfond's not going to go that easy on you.
right, so we're going to go down. Proceeding upwards shall, from the end of this point, to put you in mortal peril. So that has to be down as well. So down, down. Do not lower your guard. So that has to be up, right? Sharpen your wit. Yeah.
If we're reading it that way,
Okay. Let's read it that way this time. And Shadar is unaware that blue crackly rods may insert themselves
do what blue crackly rods do.
Yeah. Sharpen your wits. Do not leave anything up to chance, so we think that's down. When you descend into chaos, remember this warning. So when you descend into chaos, so surely to God that's down, right?
I think that's got to be down.
So we've got down. Down. Is that right? Do not lower your guard. So that's up. Sharpen your wits, don't leave anything up to chance. That's down. So down, down, up, down. Down.
Let's try it.
While they've been talking about the next sequence try, Tyrion's just going to do like a quick lap of this floor and see if anything has changed in any of the rooms.
Yeah, and as you're kind of wandering around, Tyrion, everything has seemed pretty much the same.
Alright, okay.
So, just to confirm, you've gone down, down, up, down, down.
This time.
And again, that button emerges with the prompt from Galfond.
Are you all ready?
Just make sure you're standing on the other side of the room, Damon.
Oh no, it's coming in from all angles.
Oh dear.
It's kind of centering in on him.
Here we go. Well, I mean, look, at least thus far, there's been no ill effects to me or my body, mind, or soul. So I'm happy to keep going ad nauseum until we find the right solution. And he will press the button.
And Damon, inside your own pit, those rods grow 5 feet closer.
It goes red here, does it?
It goes red.
So I think my other interpretation of this would be to only look at the words in each line that have a directional connotation and ignore everything else. In which case it would be elevate up, upwards, up, lower, down, up, up, and then descend down. So the same as the first one, but with the one that was in the center as up instead.
Worst side quest ever.
This is main quest shit, my dude.
I know. Not to Shadar.
I don't want to imperil Damon further, but that would be my guess. Because we sort of did the read each line and try and infer from the whole line, and that didn't seem to work.
So you're going up, up, down, up, down.
That's what I would guess. I can't make that decision.
Well, I mean, I see no reason we should not try every single combination. I mean, I've suffered no ill effects so far. That's
How's Damon feeling down there, actually?
Honestly, he's kind of comfortable. He's probably been tested on by Galfond. He knows that this is going to be a nasty, nasty shock. It's probably kind of familiar to him a little bit, but he's all right now. Until it gets 5 feet away, he's all right now.
Okay.
Yeah, and after this combination, I'm just voting for 5 down.
Shadar will he will pull the levers in the order with which Alfric suggested, and let's go.
To confirm then, up, up, down, up, down.
Up, up, down, up, down.
Yeah.
And once again, that button emerges, Shadar. Third time is a charm, so they say.
If this doesn't work, I mean,
The button makes it so much worse.
I'm just going to tell you
It's so
I'm
tense.
quite in the need of a wee-wee, so, let's hurry up here. And you'll press the button.
And you press that button. Damon, in the other room. The rods. Those blue, sparkly, crackling rods. They shut down and retract back into the wall. Shadar, in your room, the button turns green. And you hear Galfond once more saying, "You have chosen correctly. Your mental stature has been proven. You may now leave and ascend further." And you are both teleported out of there and into that little yellow circle that you found in the room before. I'll bring you guys back up to the ground floor.
Well, that was an interesting room.
I hate this place.
I told you it'd feel right.
I'm going to check the stairs again. Is it now solid stairs?
You put a foot down on the fourth stair which your foot fell through before, and it is now solidified.
Head up then.
I would like to take a little look at the potions in this room, if I may.
Absolutely, yeah.
Am I able to identify any of them?
Are you going to cast Identify?
Let me just double check. I'll eyeball them to begin with,
Okay.
just to see if I can discern anything.
Yeah, just, they're unlabeled. They're just 4 potions, one green, one orange, one blue, and one pink.
Okay.
I love, by the way, and this is for the podcast listeners, that Shadar decided to go up behind me on the stairs I was on, not the ones that he went up.
I'm glad somebody spotted that.
Yeah.
I'll just scoop them up for now.
Okay, cool. I'm just going to bunch you all together here so I can drag your tokens up to floor number 2, because that is where you are heading.
I'm just raging. I read that wrong as up to fucking change, not up to chance. That's why I fucking said it wrong the first time.
Sure, look it, nobody died.
So we're all perfectly unharmed. Proceeding further upwards.
For now.
Uh,
As you ascend the stairwell, you find yourselves at this kind of study.
oh, wow.
Yeah, it's quite an elaborate looking kind of study, kind of half kind of what you'd expect in a grand library. Walls just, again, you can't even see a brick in the wall. It's just stacked with bookcases and scrolls, tomes, and in the center of this grand room, you see 5 different kind of study desks. All of which are teeming with kind of different kind of bits and pieces, manuscripts. One of them is an alchemy bench, so there's all different kind of like ingredients kind of around it there. All 5 of these tables are kind of different, as if kind of representing different schools of magic. There's like, as I said, an alchemy bench. There's one kind of dedicated to transmutation magic. You can see kind of different metals and materials there. You can see one dedicated to just literal kind of research notes. You see many different kind of styles of inkwells, quills, protractors, rulers, that kind of thing. And so each of these kind of desks have a represented kind of different theme. And at the very end of this room, you see a gigantic lion statue embedded into the wall. And it's as you ascend the staircase that all the candles, it was bathed in darkness, but all these candles just light up the room all around, as if kind of like a motion sensor light kind of thing triggered it and illuminates this room.
So you can tell why Galfond never leaves this place. It's brilliant.
I mean, in all honesty, he never needs for anything. I'm quite surprised he goes anywhere, to be honest.
I could stand to be trapped here for a few months.
Maybe he can't leave.
Interesting prospect.
As you go a little further, a little deeper into this library, Alfric and Shadar is your kind of closest to the big lion kind of. It's a metal kind of statue that's, again, as I said, embedded into the wall, but it has a large 5-digit combination, like what you'd see on like a bicycle chain kind of thing, except it's large, kind of metallic, but it looks like you'd almost need 2 hands to kind of rotate each of the
Oh,
digits.
okay.
Wheel of
But they are,
Fortune kind of.
yeah. So they're all kind of fixed at 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So there's 5 digits.
How many combinations do you think there are, Alfric?
How many? Well, I'm sure we can probably narrow it down a bit better than trying all of them.
Nah, just testing your logical brain, my friend. Make sure you're still
No.
you.
9,999. Well, it's a 0 as well, so I suppose 100,000.
Excellent.
How many combinations is there? 5?
5 digits.
5 digits. Well, there's 5 tables within this room.
5 digits, 5 desks.
I wouldn't mind betting there's an answer in each one of them.
Brilliant.
I suspect you're probably right there, Damon.
I'm going to head over to this one then to check and
Okay.
investigate and see what might come up as a warning, one of these puzzles, one of these riddles that he's been coming up with.
Okay. As you kind of peruse this desk, this is the kind of this is a desk that kind of seems to be more personal. You can see kind of some of Galfond's kind of personal ledgers, diaries, kind of that kind of thing. But one book stands out in particular. This kind of leather book that's kind of dyed in a kind of bluish color, and it appears to be the autobiography of Galfond Illimis. And as you kind of pick it up, you notice that it's bookmarked.
Is it a published piece or is it a piece he's working on?
No, it appears to be a piece he's working on.
I'll go to the bookmark page, but I'm not going to read the rest because
Okay.
that would be invasion of privacy.
Why don't you read this out to everybody listening then?
The Galfond Illimis autobiography, Magic Initiate. My aptitude for magic began in the womb. There is, of course, no medical means of proving this, but I just know that my skills were bestowed onto me even before birth. I began practicing magic at a young age, merely month-old, mind you, but was forbidden from attending wizarding school until I turned 21. Bah, I could have been teaching the classes by then. I find it no coincidence that there's a month, so 1, and 21. It could be a case of removing the 1 from the 21, leaving the 2.
Certainly, any digits are something we ought to keep in mind.
Any luck on your desks?
I'll take a look at my desk. Seems to be a prominent
Yes, indeed.
book there.
There are many kind of tomes from lands far, far from Castonia and even Varelia. These some of them in many different languages, Alfric. But
I'll have to ask him to borrow some of these when we do find him.
There's one in particular that catches your eye, almost kind of makes your eyes widen a little bit, Alfric, as I will show you. This is less of a book and more of like a kind of loosely bound collection of notes that catches your eye, Alfric. I'll ask you to read this out to everybody.
Okay. Ooh. Galfond Legio notes. A note on the Legio Arcana. Legio Arcana are a secluded section of the throne in the nation of Naran. Barbaric acts of taking young wizards and shaping their skills and minds into weapons, all in the name of the Empire. My knowledge on this is limited, as expected. Information from these lands is hard to come by. I've travelled to Naran 4 or 5 times and still nothing. The recruitment of these intellectual minds and moulding them into faceless assassins is nonetheless a threat. Surely something can be done for these poor souls. I do have a lead on someone that might know more about the Legio Arcana.
And the notes end there as Alfric kind of studies them.
Don't think that's important. Probably just left it out.
4 to 5 times, it said, right?
Oh yes. Yeah.
4
Yes.
minus 5.
Yes, that's what I was looking at. Yes. So that's 1. Now, keep in mind which desks we get these from, because I do believe that is going to be important to the order.
Very excited to read my one. The peculiar smell emanating from this book.
There is indeed very kind of musty, kind of that dusty old book smell as you gather encyclopedias, but it's a history book that catches your eye, Shadar.
Galfond history book. A brief history of Nebroya. Lost secrets. Nebroya, the desert nation of Varelia, was once a thriving land. The climate was hot. The excessive desertification had not yet ravaged the land. In 38 years of studies on the topic, I learned that the ancient mages there once practiced dark magic, an apparent means of ascending to godhood. It is thought-provoking, but should such magic be placed here in the hands of man, perhaps it's better that these secrets are now buried deep within the sands. The number is 38. The subject is history.
I'm sure no one will unearth those secrets and use them to ascend into godhood.
Of course not.
Yeah.
He's
Crazy.
nothing goes under Galfond's nose, does it? He's
Except for his upper lip.
well, he knows everything that's going on.
How are you getting on, Satirian?
Yes. I look at this desk.
Okay. This one seems to be quite a messy desk, but no particular books catch your eye, but this one kind of piece of paper, this loose parchment just kind of catches your eye.
Galfond's jokes. Much of the text on this page is illegible, as there are several lines crossed out. Why is mending the best spell? Because it can't rip. Can't rip. Hee, this joke will be a good icebreaker for the wizard's ball. It's certainly better than the other 53 ones I've written. Ugh, Galfond, you're a prestigious wizard. Why do you do these gatherings make me so nervous?
I want to know what's going to happen to the other wizard's ball, though.
Nice.
Maybe I should get him to rewrite it with that added. So 53. Interesting. Let me check this last one.
Very well, and Mina had been kind of spending this time kind of perusing the shelves and kind of looking at the combination lock, but as you go over to this kind of this alchemy type desk, this particular book catches your eye. It's a book on lore.
Oh. Lessons in Lore. Sunset. Amber Sand Isle. A charming little town steeped in culture and spiritual beliefs. The people throughout the land, or the island, revere the legend of the Man on Fire. Even more so in Sunset. In my travels, the quaint little town celebrates an old tradition in where the large drum in the center of the square is struck 17 times. Each evening, in order to appease the supposed man that dwells within Mount Riscanthos.
And as you set the notes down, or the book down once more, you have perused the 5 discs, and those are the books that kind of stood out to you guys. And in this time, we'll say about, maybe 30 minutes or so has kind of elapsed.
Sure. Okay. We've got a numerical reference in each of those.
What would you think about working left, right, So the leftmost desk to the leftmost tumbler, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, that could. The lion's left or our left?
As we would face the
Yes, I
The
think that's
thing.
probably wise.
While they're having this discussion, Tyrion's going to go over to the lion, and on the number wheels, he just wants to spin it and see, does it get to 9 and then reset to 0, or does it
Good
go
point.
No,
Oh,
it,
yeah.
yeah, no, it resets to 0 after 9.
Yes. So these are all 2-digit numbers.
Yeah. I could possibly be looking at mine incorrectly, but I find that Galfond is quite particularly fond of himself, and in what I have read, the eye stands out particularly on the page. Does that equate to what you have read? And above the table, going by the eyes looking, and now it could just be my screen, but they look like they stand out like italics. And I've got the code 23362.
What? Where
I
are
could
these?
be absolutely wrong, and I'm just like having an artistic moment where something's standing out that's not meant to.
So you're going back into the
Right.
things.
In each letter, the eyes stand out like they're bold and like italic.
The
And-
eyes. What do you mean the eyes?
I get the
The
letter
letter
I,
I.
the capital letter I.
Like the
I-
the eyes, it all stand out, and it gives you the numerical code 23362 if you count the eyes as numbers.
I mean,
Stephen coming out here with his Rain Man shit over here, huh?
if that works, that would be an incredible spot. Give it a try. Give it a try. So this
So-
is putting together the numbers based on the capitalized, looking like the Roman numeral 1.
Wow, lads! If
And
that
being-
is,
and being
if
prominent.
you're right, I swear to God.
Like when
I
I
owe
open
you
up
a
my
pint.
screen, or it opens automatically, just the eyes are standing out like.
It's something worth trying. I mean, it gives us more to go on.
It could just be the
Then-
font that it was written in. I'm completely wrong, but
It's worth a try.
And so 23362.
6-2.
You spin the combination. And what happens next is once the 5th digit is locked into place, the hollow eyes of that lion, they kind of light up in this pale blue color. That same Damon, as you look at it, it has that same kind of crackly energy as what you've seen down below in that pit. And even though there's no kind of hole where the lion's mouth is, it's just carved metal. This blue ball of energy, this crackling energy forms, and for a moment there's nothing, and then it's flung towards Tyrion. Ask you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Absolutely. 7.
It hits you square in the chest plate. And can I ask you to roll a d4?
2.
You may, at this time, temporarily deduct 2 points from your intelligence score, as you are slightly more stupefied.
Good God, Sir Tyrion, are you well?
Yes, fine.
I'm not sure what you might want to let me know what Tyrion's intelligence score is.
It's 10 now.
10 now, okay.
That's average.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's
nowhere
fine.
near 3, so he's still.
We're still good. We're still
Yeah,
good. Just a little dumber. But with that bombshell, I think that is a good place to leave it. And we will pick this up again next time with more jaw-dropping and intelligence score-dropping puzzles.
I'm surprised we made it this far with our brain cells intact.
You can see why it sent so many bloody soldiers back to the keep, can't
They
you?
didn't even make it past the fucking
They
lobby.
wouldn't have stood a chance. No.
Well,
But,
join us next week for another episode
yeah.
of Number Wang.
And we'll see how everyone's kind of feeling once if they get to the top of the tower. We'll find out. I've prepared contingencies for that possibility too. So,
Great.
join us again next time.
Thanks a million, Mark.
Yes, indeed.
See you guys.
See you soon.